to the Generationals podcast. I am your host Desmond, here with my co-hosts Mario and Riggs. Today we're going to be talking about the uh, the Moneybag Yo album, which is called Code Red, and Little Tecla's album Virgo World. We're also going to be taking the highlight of Tory Lanez album this week. We're going to brush highly through it, mostly because uh, we didn't have too much on it, but we're just going to say our little feelings on it, and then we'll see what our roundabout is. But today, to start up the podcast, we're actually going to talk about the Moneybag Yo Code Red first.
Okay.
Meme.
Well, let's just say how we found this album. Randomly on Spotify, it was just like, "Yo, hear this album," and it was before we knew the Lil Tecca album was gonna drop, and that's just like, "Hey, this could be a topic for the podcast." So, we ended up hearing it. So, kudos to Spotify for randomly telling me to go hear it.
Yeah, and once he linked it to us in chat, I gave it like a big listen after. Actually, it was the night that we went to Matt's house to go drink that one night. I forget which day it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a Monday last week, right?
I don't even remember what day it was, man.
I don't know.
It was some day though.
Yeah, it was that day, and we were listening to it, and I ended up listening through it like my first go around through. I was pretty hyped about it. I think what made me solidified it was going through the halfway song was I think You Got Chains or something like that. But then the second song kind of was just my favorite song.
Super hot.
It was super good, dude.
Shoot your glide.
Shoot your god.
Yeah. So the album in general for me, seeing as I never listened to this artist before, I wasn't too big on it because the time I listened to it was when Desmond had picked me up, and it was like, yo, you have to listen to this. And yeah, like I said, I wasn't too big on it just because I didn't know who they were, and I mean I'm always open to hearing new artists, but when I hear like the kind of names
Moneybag Yo,
and
yeah, like
Black
Moneybag Yo,
Youngsta.
I'm like, oh, these are like those like feature rappers, you know, like the
the no names.
the yeah, like the no names that come on a couple of features, and I'm just like, yeah. But after showing me the a couple songs from the album, I was very confused at first. But when I personally listened to it every at least I think I've listened to the album 3 or 4 times now. And I gotta say, I think overall, I think the album's pretty decent. I don't think it's that great. There are a lot of funny and repeatable songs that I enjoyed, but I think my overall feelings on the album as a whole were just it's a little mediocre. I don't like any of the quote unquote sad songs or hard time songs. I don't think it works well with what they're trying to represent. And it doesn't really sound well in my opinion. But overall, I have mixed feelings towards the album. I think the good songs are really good and really repeatable, but there's a lot of bad for me in that album. Or not bad, just not great. You know, it just sounds really generic. But
Yeah.
those are my in total feelings. I think the album's just okay. I think the artist has potential like anybody else, but just at this current moment, I wasn't really necessarily feeling it except for the few songs like the first 3 songs.
Yeah, I think my initial feelings on it, I think the same thing with Mario. I didn't like the sad songs. I don't think they were okay. I didn't really like them that much. I wouldn't listen to them on repeat or even put them in my sad boy playlist. Literally, it's just they're not that good. I think the ones that are super good, the ones that stand out, are definitely the ones where he has a lot of the features on them, and then
Yeah, I agree.
and then I think the first 4 or 5 songs are the better one. because that's just them rapping and them switching their styles. I think what puts me off a lot more about these songs is that they don't have like a smooth transition from each other. I think there's only like two or three where I was just like, yeah, these are okay. This one's kind of funny, and then this one's just like, yeah, there's just like no transition between them. They just kind of like cut in, and then just like say their verse, and then just like cut out. I'm just like, well, I think like a lot of newer rappers just do it better in terms of how they do it, just in that kind of style that they do. But they also remind me like a lot of like early 2000 rappers where they just go hard on the beat and then they like give it a playback and like this is this and then they kind of like revise it a bit but still have like some minor errors and then just release the song. This is like 2008 kind of rapping, and that's what I kind of liked about it, and that's what gives me the appeal for the album. But at the same time, yeah, it wasn't like this like top album of the year or even like their even like a mid kind of album of the year either. It was kind of just okay. But there were some songs on there that were like super fun, just like a party kind of style.
How do you feel about it, Riggs?
I'm more along the same as you guys. I think I'm a little more high on the good songs, but for the rest of it, I'm like super in agreement where I think the top 3 songs of the album were really good. I did like there was specifically one slower song that I liked, and it was Blind.
Yeah.
The Blind was like the one slow song that I was like, this is pretty good, I like it. But you know, to quickly name them, it was like Birthplace, Super Hot, Said Some, Truth Be Told, Gunsmoke, and Blind were the songs that I liked off the album, just to quickly say it. And
Yeah.
and I think the good songs of it, like the party-esque songs that Des was talking about, I thought was super good. Like, I thought the choruses were so good. I think it was, is it in Super Hot? It was that, hoo, hoo. Yeah, it was Super Hot.
Yeah.
Where it's that,
Yeah.
where they just do that really, hoo, hoo. I was fucking hyped every time he did it. I was like, yeah, dude, fucking get in there.
Dude, I was
But-
making fun of that song like the first time it came on. As soon as
Super
he said
hot.
"super hot," Shoot Your Glock, I just instantly just started fucking memeing it in my car, like hardcore, like by myself.
Yeah, when he showed me it, I was
screaming.
fucking losing it.
It's so.
I didn't even
Ugh.
I didn't know what I was expecting from a hook like that, but like it's a hook that should like in my eyes it should not be good, but it just
It's-
works.
It's
It's literally one of those things that just works.
It's
Uh,
just so fucking funny.
but-
I like it so much. But I think
Yeah.
as a song, I think it stands out above the rest from just their own music. Just because that's where they just go full in, just didn't care.
Yeah,
I
they're
like
they're
that
having
kind of
fun
thing.
in that song. You can tell like they're really feeling it in that song.
Yeah.
Which
They have
I
a-
think their strength is very much what that song showed is that the songs that we ended up liking, away from the exception of Blind, where it's probably just me liking that song away from you guys, but the songs that we all agreed were good, it all was pretty much the same thing. At least for me, that caused me to like them, was just that hook was super catchy. There was some kind of really. There would be some moment in the song that was repeated that would really make you feel pumped and like you were ready to just start being in a party.
Yeah.
Like there were memorable parts of the song. The issue with my album as a whole though is simply that I too think the album is just okay, like pretty decent. But I was thinking about it earlier because since the podcast got delayed, I kept having myself hear it more times to make sure I remembered everything, you know? And
Yeah.
as I heard it more times, I came to realize I was like, if it wasn't for these 4 or 5 songs being in that playlist, I don't think I would ever hear these songs again after this podcast. Like, I don't think there's
Yeah, I
a
think
whole lot to it away from the
I
initial.
think the album in general lacks like identity. There's nothing like specific other than like those couple of songs that you'd be able to make out for the artist that would like make you want to go back to hear the artist. Like there's nothing really unique about the artist in total. It's just the songs that he has with the features that make it really good. But there's like very little amounts of that in this album specifically. Like we could be wrong. Like he has a lot of other albums that like a lot of other famous artists that we haven't delved into. There's even a song with like I believe with J. Cole, which is something that I would want to listen to and talk about like at a different time. But those are stuff that we haven't delved into. It's just mainly this album because it's the first time that I think as a whole that we're hearing this
Yeah,
artist in specific.
none of us knew of him before Spotify randomly was like hit him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like what also just I think just this has like a kind of older generational style kind of appeal. This is like
It's very YG style, like when YG was blowing up.
yeah.
It's very close to that.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was
Is
like
that
influenced
this
by-
artist has done songs with YG too, and
Makes
that's something
sense.
like it could just be the album that the reason why we're just underestimating the like the whole dynamic of the album.
Yeah.
But as far as it like as our first impressions of it, I think it's just mostly towards like the negative side or indifferent.
Yeah. I think it's okay. I like I said, I listened to it for like a week straight, up until like Sunday, like this Sunday, and I was like, I made my connections with it. I was like, yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 songs I'm gonna like ever like really go back to. I'm not gonna go back to the rest of the album. But I think like definitely I think what breaks it for me is that his own music doesn't stand out away from the features because his features were just like pretty fire on this album, and literally just like if it wasn't for the features, I wouldn't even give this album another try.
Yeah. But once again, I think they're really good at the party style. I think when they focus on making the party type of songs where it's just meant to get you hyped up, make you feel like you can start moving, I think that's where this group shines, and it shows in the songs that we ended up liking.
Yeah. I think I'll definitely say this. My favorite songs on the album, is New Chain, Sesame, You Can See, and then I actually really like Gunsmoke, and then I like Super Hot.
Shoot your clock.
But that's like it's the only song on there that, like I said, that like made it into my top 5. I wouldn't like listen to any other that. I think it's okay. But I think like definitely the Baby and the City Rolls like super saved the album in my opinion, just from
Dude, the
having
baby's
them.
always just the baby, dude. He always just
Yeah,
be popping
but
off.
it was just like the way that the girls came in and were like saying everything, and then it switched over to the Baby. That to me was like a super smooth transition. That to me was like that's the hype part. That's the part. It's not about the Baby's intro. It's literally just the Baby coming in, and then like the girls are just going out with them. I'm just like, fuck yeah, that's great.
I really like we haven't really touched up on it because we haven't like had the means to talk about it, but I really like City Girls. They're probably like one of the most like talented group of like female rappers.
I actually don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll never have to talk about them. At some point.
Yeah, they are in the Sensum song with the Baby. Yeah, and the more you'll see of them, the more you'll understand. But I don't listen to them like on a consistent basis, but they're a very good group, and that's something I want to talk about in the future. But yeah, I cut you off, and like the song Sensum is like pretty good. The Baby transition with the City Girls backup, pretty dank.
Yeah.
Free fire, dude. I was telling you. So good.
That was the first thing I heard too when I messaged you guys, hey, this is album, do you want to react to it? Regardless of what you guys said, I was hearing that first song with the Baby. I put that on immediately.
Yeah. I didn't even want to listen to that song first, only because like I anytime I listen to like the hype songs, and I have to listen to the rest of the album, I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to listen to the rest of the album. I just want to listen to hype songs. So that's why I was like, I'll put myself off on it. So I can listen to the rest of it, and then I can get my opinion on it. And once I heard like the said sum, I was like, yeah, this is actually like #1 song on the album, 100%.
That's Super Hot though.
Yeah, Super Hot was pretty good. But I think my personal favorites on the like away from like my top 5 is literally just New Chain, Set Some, and Super Hot. Were all like those three were my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
I am in pretty much mostly agreement with that. I think those are my like exact top 3. Those are the ones that liked the most. I think the only other one that I kind of like was the what is it, the fifth or sixth song, Trickin' Ass. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just call it Trickin' Ass.
It's
Trickin' Ass bitch.
and it's trickin' ass N word. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, very. That song is the flow is about as like it's very linear. There's no like change ups in the how he goes. But I think I like the wordplay a little bit more in that one. In
Yeah.
specific, there. I forgot what he says exactly, but there's a line in there where he specifically talks about killing a guy for like it's like a full 30 seconds of him talking about killing a guy in a very
Comethazine?
a very like specific way, and I always appreciate that.
Comethazine, dude.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the. I actually know what song you're talking about. That's a pretty good song. I liked it, but it just I don't think I can ever like repeat it a lot. It's just
Oh
not,
yeah,
you
no,
know?
definitely not for me either. That's like it's just like one of the other songs that I think that I liked out of the album because it's really hard for me to talk about which ones the ones I did like because I think the ones that I did like are pretty much the same as yours. Just trying to keep it a little different.
Yeah, I like it.
Mine are pretty much the same too. Like, it said some and then super hot. But then I don't know what it is about Blind, dude, but I actually like Blind a lot. I think it might just be because of the chorus alone, though. Just because the blind lead the blind.
That's fair.
I don't know why, man.
I
There's
don't
something about that song just hits for me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I think it's
a good hook makes a good song. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if I were to give an album rating, probably like a 4 for me, like personally. I think that's just a generous one would be like a 5, but it's mostly like a 4. I like some. I like some of the songs, but they're not like that great. The whole album as a whole, to me, with the way I see the artist, I don't like it.
That's fair. I give it a 6 out of 10. I recommend it if you're looking for like I don't want to say like super generic, but I think it's just like if you're looking for more of a older kind of aesthetic and like a newer kind of area of music, I think this is like probably gonna be good for you. I also think if you're more into like I guess their better style is party, but this is the only album I'm going off of instead of like their past work, because like with a lot of other artists we know who and what they are. But with this one, I would definitely just show it a lot more just for party style. I think when they're hype, and I think that shows a lot, especially in this album. Like you know where the low is, but you know where the high are. So definitely a 6. If I had to give it like anything more than that, I think it would be like a 7 at max.
Okay, I think I have it at like a solid 5. Like, I don't think I could ever make it a 4 or ever make it a 6 personally. And it's just
Yeah.
because like I actually planned for it to be a 6, but like I said, the more I heard it, it's just the more I realized that if it wasn't for our playlist, I would never hear these songs again. Away from maybe Super Hot and the Baby feature. But,
Yeah, exactly.
like, so that's why it went down from like a 6 to like it's a solid 5 for me. It's in that middle ground. It's worth to hear once. I'm personally am gonna try to keep up with the artist at least somewhat. Probably check out a couple of the other stuff just to see more of this guy, just to figure out who he is and what he's
Yeah,
about.
if the artist ever makes any new things, I'm always willing to check it out. Like I said, I actually want to see the older stuff now more than anything because I think if the artist has the ability to do a lot of like good features, then that must mean there is like a large appeal to them in some form. It's just my personal initial thing from this album just didn't really line up with it. But who knows? A lot of their older stuff could be just what I'm looking for in specific, and my opinion on the album could change at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the solid 5
just-
for me for sure.
Yeah. So just basing it on our preferences, it's raw. I think it's just an okay album. Definitely listen to it once, and if it's not your style, it's
For
not your
sure.
style.
Yeah, always give it a
Um,
try. That
yeah. I think like the initial thing about this album is just literally if you're not gonna listen to it for the two artists, listen to it for the features. The features songs are like they stand out so much.
of course, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Super
Does
hot.
it sum
Any
up all of our
more?
thoughts here?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I would say so.
Okay, cool.
All right. So now we're gonna go into the highlight of the week, which is Tory Lanez's album. We were initially gonna talk about it. I don't think we actually. I wanted to initially talk about it, but I think as I like listened to it more, I just wasn't that interested in talking about us all because the
Yeah, same.
situation from the if for Little Tory's album or Little Tory fucking Tory Lanez's album is
It's okay.
just for
He's little.
uh just for his whole album was the situation back from Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in the foot. That was Tory Lanez. He ended up the specifics about it ended up coming out that they were in a fight. Megan Thee Stallion was walking away from him, and then he shot her in the foot.
For him, that
And
was
then
head height, though.
yeah, fair enough. As he
Ah,
was, as we were, as it took 2 weeks for like 2 or 3 weeks for them to like she was talking the whole time, and then Tory Lanez was really quiet, and then Tory Lanez just came out with this album like last like kind of like Thursday, Friday last week, and I listened to like 4 or 5 songs, and I was like, we already know what happened, but there is like one song in there that hit the highlight that we wanted to talk about, and it was when he was dissing almost everybody that was involved in the situation, and then he also said some other things in a different song. So Uh, I know Mario has heard it more than I have. I haven't heard it as much, and I think Riggs ended up listening to what like 2 or 3 songs.
I heard only the song that we're gonna talk about, and that is because quickly, just to quickly say it, out of all the stuff, out of all three of us, I'm probably the one that's been the least high on Tory Lanez throughout the entire time that we've known him. Only because his personality has always bugged the shit out of me. I've always hated
Yeah,
this guy's personality, so I've always given him a listen. But when it came to this album, and Des told me that it was he was talking shit on Megan, and then all this controversy came out, and then multiple other bigger like rap groups and rap pages and rap other huge rap podcasts and everything said that we're not fucking with Tory no more. We're not sharing
yeah,
his music. I was like, good dude,
it's,
fucking, I'm fine with this
yeah.
shit. I don't want to hear his shit.
It's not even just like the rap group in general too. It's literally hip. It's most of like hip hop, R&B, and rap group all like uh pretty much denouncing him for like not wanting to like even be associated with him. Even like some like the sponsors or like corporate groups that are like also involved with a lot of these artists, like were also like or in the works of like some are saying that he's gonna be dropped, but I'm not exactly sure. It's all just a speculation, but I know like a lot of like artists, like Rick said, just like we're like, nah, we're not gonna be in a part of being with
Yeah,
this.
like rapping Tory was always good, but rapping Tory wasn't good enough for me to get past his personality, and that's saying a lot because I got past Chris Brown to hear his music, and I fucking hate Chris Brown. So if Tory's
Yeah,
making me not want to hear his music, that just shows you fucking how much Tory bugs me more than Chris Brown.
yeah,
yeah. So I've listened to the album twice actually. I think I'm the only one who has listened to the full album, or
yeah,
uh, and to the extent of what I can say, it's still Tory Lanez. I know there's a lot of. I know he has a very rich fan base. I mean, he's a famous artist, but I never agreed with the quote unquote the style that he has perfected, which is like the let me change my voice to a little boy and then auto tune it. I still think all of the songs that he does with that in current times is really bad. I think there's only like 3 or 4 songs that I can think of that he does good on the does good with that sound. Um, I'm not even gonna like mention them because they're not even worth mentioning. But
yeah.
uh, As
Uh,
far as Raptori goes, the one that he said he was gonna put away. I've actually always liked Raptori. I think Raptori has always been like really like good, especially when he's not repeatedly saying the N word like 30,000 times in the same song.
Ah, that joint it is.
But the
yeah.
cadence and flow he comes in with this album are like it's so different from what you normally see because like when you see Raptori, he was always like the fast, quick spitting, like can't even or doesn't even take a second to breathe kind of rapper. But like in this song, he goes like really, really old, kind of like diss battle rapping, and he shits on a lot of people. And I'm not saying he's in the right for doing so. I mean, I always like it when rappers talk shit on each other. But Tory Lanez is always the little man he is. He's always looking to pick a fight. And I'm not gonna give my opinion on whether I agree with him or not, which because I just don't think it's worth talking about in general. But if I were to give like my opinion on it, I actually think that this type of style that he raps in is actually really good. The album is only good in that sense. The best song and the most notable song is "Sorry But I Had to," which is just 6 minutes of him shitting on like other people. But
The one song I heard.
yeah, there's a couple of other songs too. Don't listen to Queen and Slim. That's terrible.
God, it was so
Pretty much all the songs he does, or I think like the 2 or 3 songs he does with Yoko Gold, and something like Bittersweet are pretty decent. But out of all the songs he makes, they're the rapping, the new style of Raptori is pretty decent or pretty good. I might be the only one without opinion in here, but I think the style is very good for what he's doing. If he actually continued to do that, I would like him more as an artist. Shit personality, but pretty good bars. I think he is becoming more lyrical with what he's saying. If you just take out what he's actually trying to say towards the people and try not to get your personal feelings mixed up in it, I think he's pretty good as a rapper, not as a singer though. I think the album shows that very much well because he tries a different style of rapping, and it is something I would listen to more, given more as more time goes on.
I think once the situation kind of like dies out, I definitely like rapping Tory. I think we've always been in agreement on that. Rapping Tory is like actually just the best storylines.
Yeah,
because like every time I listen to like his new or like anytime his album ever came out, I would go through. I would have to skip the autotune because the autotune is like fucking unbearable in his songs. But anytime he's ever like rap or like barely used any autotune, I was like, yeah, this is fire.
yeah. Like you hear the Raptori and we're just like, this might have potential.
And then he instantly just goes straight back into the fucking autotune.
Yeah.
I think the way the timing of the album is just like really bad. It's like the worst fucking timing you could have ever done for the album.
Yeah, especially when he's being, because Tory Lanez is the same guy. He's
Yeah.
never changes. The literal "I'm the greatest." He's like old Kanye West, but in current times and shorter.
And less talented than old
And-
Kanye West.
Way less
Huh?
talented than No Kanye
Oh yeah,
West.
way less talented. I fully agree. And yeah, he has like a very large ego.
To make up for his
and
very small.
He doesn't
size.
really, and he doesn't have a lot to back it with, especially in this time where he knows that there's a lot of shit being told about him. This isn't like the time to be saying, "Oh, I'm the best," when you have like 70% of like negativity coming your way. It's like, come on, man, you're just feeding it into a worse way, and especially with all the times going on right now, this isn't like the time to be starting beef right now.
Yeah, I think it's also like it's really bad to hear a song about the situation with him and Megan in one
Mhm.
song, and then it instantly switches at the end of the song, the last 20 to 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have an orgy with a bunch of girls, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
why? Why is this in the song? And like, he's not even directly calling out Megan in any of these songs either. He's indirectly doing it by dissing everybody that's around her, and then that's a diss to her because apparently the situation is she values all of her friends, or like the people who are her friends, I guess. Uh, that's ever since the situation. Um, but yeah, and then him just dissing all that doesn't make you look any better in the eyes of the people either.
Fucking
Like
song's name
when
is
when
just
you're
a woman.
yeah, when you're 100%
Yeah.
in the wrong, and you're just like going out of your way to do all this, it just doesn't make any sense. So like the album as a whole makes like zero sense because it's literally his ego and then him saying, "Well, I didn't do any of this. You have no proof." When there's like, bro, she literally got shot in the foot. It's just so bad.
I just want to quickly say to you, once again, I don't like Tory because of his personality. It's why I prefer not to hear his music. But I'll never deny that Rap Tory is good. Rap Tory has been good ever since we first heard it with the Joyner beef and shit. It's
When he's
good
not saying the freaking N word like 50 fucking
when he
times in a
doesn't
song.
rhyme the N word with the N word. But
The ultimate combination.
but it is good. But just it isn't enough for me to get past his personality. I just can't. Not with this specific artist.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I respect
just for
it.
this specific album, I think for this specifically for this album, it just doesn't work like at all. And especially when you have the situation with it, is it's like it makes his album like 10 times worse.
Yeah,
than it should.
in context, the album is not that great time wise.
Out of context, album's like decent. I think I would say like it's like a 4 out of 10, only because Rap Tory is better Tory, and then like most of these songs are fucking yikes. And the two features are the one feature with two songs was just like no reason to be there.
This is my 6 out of 10 for the album as a whole. I've heard it a lot, or well, a minimal amount, and it's enough for me to know that with this type of style that Tory's trying to do with his rap, if he ever continues to do it, which I never know will happen or not, I think will actually like be really good. But if he continues to do the singing thing, which I don't think he'll ever drop in his life,
Yeah, at this point,
bad.
I'm pretty sure it's like
singing Tory is just
he
bad.
had in his mind he like can't drop it anymore because he's
Yeah,
done
he
so much,
perfected it, man. He
much to say that
perfected
it's his craft.
Yeah.
it.
It's so fucking garbage. It ruins all of his albums.
But yeah, I give the album probably like a 6 out of 10 as a whole. Maybe like I said, my opinions can change in the future. Like I said, Rap Tory's good, singing Tory bad. Yeah, that's about it.
I heard
you-
one
Rick-
song.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rick didn't listen to
Hey,
any
Rick
of the
heard
album.
one song.
I heard one song, and the only thing the thing that really made me annoyed at the one song that I heard is that amongst everybody he was shitting on, he, out of all people, this is one of the guys who I personally just like to feel like he's probably one of the nicer guys in the rap world. He literally just said Chance the Rapper, "Oh, you're too irrelevant for me to even shit on next person." I was just like, what the fuck? It's fucking Chance the Rapper. He's the fucking dude in the Kit Kat commercial. Come on, man. But actually though, like he again, just like I said in the last episode with Crypt and shit. Why are people shitting on the nice guys, man?
Yeah.
Like fuck.
He's got a
know,
couple
I
inches
think-
on him, dude.
Not just his height. Yeah, Tory Lanez definitely has a chip on his shoulder where he has to prove something. It's been prevalent since his fucking early days.
Yeah,
I don't
dude's
think
got
it's never gonna change unless somebody like breaks that fucking ego, and I think nobody's gonna.
Just gotta shoot him in the foot once, man.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that because it's like stepping on a fucking toddler.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly why fucking Dreamville didn't do it, man. If Dreamville wanted to, any of the guys that he was calling out calling on the Dreamville that while back,
I'm not
could've
even
just
gonna do it. It's
stomped
not
him.
even worth talking about. It's
It's not
dumb,
even.
man.
That's
Yeah.
old news. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, our
dude.
feelings about the Tory Lanez album, okay, very just okay. Same thing as Moneybagg Yo. Just like overall, it's like very deep. Uh,
But let's talk about the
Except
good
for
album, man. The fucking one I've been hyped about.
yeah.
the fucking
Uh,
Lil Tecca, dude. Lil Tecca fucking album was so fucking good. Holy shit.
so I'm gonna start this by saying, since we are now we're officially on the topic of the Lil Tecca album. There is a lot of people that are within the Gen Z for sure, and a lot of the older generation too, that do not like Lil Tecca.
Why? I actually don't know this.
So they don't like his. A lot of people disagree with how he flows and how the way he sounds. They also just a lot of people do not like the way he looks, which I'm not even
That's
gonna
not
add
fair.
that into like his. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not even like a main thing, but a lot of it is like the way he flows and the way he sounds, because a lot of people don't like his sound.
Wait,
Which is,
sound
like, one of
like
my favorite
his
things.
sound or sound like his voice?
His voice.
His more like his voice, yeah.
Because that's my
Yeah,
my little
'cause-
sister who's a sophomore in high school right now, and that's her reason why
Mhm.
she doesn't like Lil Tecca. Because I tried to show her the
Yeah,
album, I'm like, look at all these good songs, and she's just like, I don't like his voice.
Because okay, if I can make a comparison, Lil Mosey is like really famous right now.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
really,
say
really
Lil
famous right now,
Mosey
and Lil,
sounds-
Lil Mosey has like a really like smooth kind of singing, or like smooth kind of voice. Like he flows. Whereas Lil Tecca has like a
Raspy
it's a lot
kind
more
of-
like it's a lot more grittier for his, and I'm not that doesn't personally affect how I see it in this sense, because I love Lil Tecca as an artist.
Same.
And I think he's like one of the best ones that is new for sure. And I like his personality. I like him as a person. I like the way he sings and raps. It's good. This album too just shows how good he is at making songs that can be at like a club, or like just songs that bop.
Yeah.
And I think that's my favorite thing about Lil Tecca as like a whole. He makes a lot of those specific songs. You don't really even like need to listen to like the wordplay, because some of his wordplay is bad, and I'm never. I'm Diva's a good example, but
Stripes like a cheetah.
Stripes like a cheetah. His wordplay isn't the best, but the way he has like a beat, and the way his cadence with the beat is just it works so well. And I think that's what I appreciate about him as an artist, is that he's been sticking to that thing ever since his first like 2 albums, and
Yeah.
I like that a lot from him. He's just somebody has so much replay value, that it's not like ever worth like signing off on.
Yeah.
I can hear a lot of his songs still to this day.
Even from the
I think
last
even
album,
from
I
the-
can still hear a lot of stuff.
Oh
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
even from his, I actually mixed his last 2 albums with this one, and it's all pretty consistent. I think that's like the one thing I definitely respect more about Tecca, is that even though he gets a lot of like flack for it, he still does it despite it, and doesn't give a fuck, because your opinion doesn't matter. When he's like
Yeah, of course.
bopping, he's fucking going in hard. He's getting all these fucking, he's getting bags on bags on bags from dropping even just one song that's hype as fuck. I'm like, dude. And then dropping this album was just like, whew, fucking
Yeah,
big.
dude. I fucking.
Super hot.
I'm actually so huge on this album. Like, I fucking.
Yeah.
Me too.
I love Lil Tecca, man. I don't get the. First of all, me as a person, when it comes to voices in particular, a voice can never, for me personally, not speaking for all of us, a voice can never make anything worse for me. But a voice can make things better. That's just how I feel about things. A voice can make things better, but they can never make anything worse.
Yeah.
And Lil Tecca, I actually like his voice, which is why it bothers
I
me
do too.
that people don't, because I actually think his voice fits his style so well. Like he slots into that area that where the Kid Laroi and everybody is. Like that's their spot of hip hop, is where they are at. And
Yeah.
I think they both are just so good where they are. Like Lil Tecca, man, so many songs of his last album I'll fucking hear all the time. And then from this album,
Yeah,
there's a
exactly.
solid like, I want to say half, maybe even more than half of these songs I'm gonna go back to.
Yeah. I definitely
Like
feel
just-
I'm not saying every song was a bop, but there were like some low lows, and I was just like, this is okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I can go back to it, but I think if it ever came on, I wouldn't skip it. That's how I kind of felt about those. Like this entire album was pretty consistent with, just its sound itself and of Lil Tecca, and it was just like really good. Where I think he also showed that he can do different styles of music in just one album, where it doesn't have to be like a consistent tone. Where like a lot of rappers will release one album, have a consistent I guess kind of like story or even just like feeling about it. For Tecca, it's like literally up and down. You can feel like this, you can feel like this. I'm the man, you know. Or I'm like, you know, I'm having like a shitty day, but I'm still gonna fucking rap about it. Like that's the way that Tecca goes, and I kind of like that a lot. I especially like with Mario and Riggs. I definitely really like Tecca as a person. As
I don't
as an
know his
entertainer and
personality,
everything.
so I can't speak about anything about that.
Dude, his personality is so fucking fun. It's so good.
But
He's- The way to describe his personality is that he's actually just a kid. It's not like
wait, he's only like 17, right?
yeah, he is really young. But it's not like what's his name? I also described as he's a kid with this personality. Why did I forget his
Lil Mosey?
name? No, NLE Choppa.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
They have like very childish personalities, but Lil Tecca is like he's like a more geeky kind of person. Like he's not about like gangs and shooting up everything. He's just like he's actually just like a dweeb. and that's why I respect it. It's like it's very real. Like he's just someone that like got out of high school and something. He's just like fuck man, here's some bars.
Dude, I like it too.
Yeah, he's like a very
He has a lot of bars that are like the, you know, you're fucking with me now, but you weren't fucking with me before, and it's because he's popping off. Like, yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Tecca, talk that shit, boy.
yeah, exactly. And I specifically why I like his music so much too is he makes a lot of the exactly what you just said, and then he also makes a lot of the like the love trust songs, kind of like
Yeah.
kind of rap songs.
Where it's
Where he's
real.
like, I
It's
can
not
never
like
trust
this-
a hoe.
Yeah, that's funny. I think what definitely like sold him on me was pretty much when Mario showed us fucking Ransom. That's where
Oh,
like, this
dude.
dude,
Oh,
this dude
Ransom
is
was so
fire.
good.
Ransom was the
It's
first
so
time I ever
good.
heard of him. But it wasn't even the
Yeah, that's
original Ransom. It was the Ransom
The
featuring
remix version.
Juice
That's where
WRLD.
fucking Mario showed us the song, and I was just like, yeah, this
Yeah.
is hard fucking fire. Like this is straight. Without Juice WRLD, it's still a good fucking song.
Yeah.
And Lil Tecca as an artist is still fucking solid.
Man, I really love We Love You Tecca. That's such a good album, man.
Yeah, it is.
I love that little voice clip too that they had in the album. Just we
Yeah.
love you, Tecca. Like I fucking
Yeah, we
I
love
liked
you,
that
Tecca.
a lot too,
that,
dude.
That shit hits.
Yeah, man.
The fucking ad libs, dude. That's all we needed.
Dude, there was speaking of that shit though. In this album particularly, it was really like I liked a lot of songs just for the songs as a whole. But one thing that a recurring theme that I found that I liked in the songs that I enjoyed was that the hooks were really good. Like the hooks or like the repeated message in the middle of the chorus. Because like
Yeah.
I can't think of the
Yeah.
names, but like in the song, the chemistry is just we don't got no chemistry, eh? Like fucking like that a lot,
Yeah.
and then fucking go best friend, go best
Go
friend.
best friend.
Like,
That's
shit,
such a good
dude.
song.
I fucking they just keep going with all the songs that are good. Just
I got
that's a
black, I
recurring
got white,
thing.
what you want.
One.
Just he has really good catchy choruses. Like that's his fucking stamp, dude.
I think the also really good thing about Lil Tecca, he's just super marketable. As,
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because his music is just literally bops after bop. Even like his fucking TikTok, dude. Like not even like 3 or 4 hours. When the album came out, there were so
dying.
many songs of like "Go Best Friend," all those, and then "Out of Love," and there's like when your album like can go super viral like that in less than like a couple hours, that's when you know like this man actually has fucking talent.
I like his fucking. I don't know if it's a sense of humor or not, but all of his videos, and I don't know if it's just me being an asshole or if he's actually trying to make them funny, but so many of his videos are so funny for me, dude. Like the Ransom video where it's literally just a kid chasing all these big booty bitches, and just or fucking what is it, IDK, where he's just fucking going to the high school prom and shit. He just looks awkward as hell the entire time. And then there was like it was our time, right, that we watched on the podcast. That just reminded me of like the little Mexican boy with the sunglasses on, just doing this in the club. Like he just his videos just feel like a living meme for me, man. I fucking love his videos, not just because of the music, but because I'm laughing like the entire time.
Yeah, his personality shows a lot in his music, and not just in his music, but in his videos as well. So I think that's just him as a person. So like, anytime you see like Tekka get serious, I think that's when it's like the shut up moment, because he's always gonna be that fun guy. He's literally the guy in the friend groups that's not the clown, but he's like the uplifter. Like,
He's the one that says your joke louder.
Yeah. Or I feel like he would re-say your joke, but this is like, oh yeah, this boy said it right here. It's like, this is fucking great. You guys can hear this. Like he's that guy in the group, and I would definitely want to be fucking friends with that guy.
So one thing I do want to talk about is the like highlight songs of this album, because I think the album is great. There's a lot of songs that I can listen to, but one in particular that stood out the most for me, and the one that I probably listened to the most out of all of them. Actually, no, I listened to all of them, but it's the one that I think has the best flow and probably just the best overall. Lil Tecca. I think it's, in my personal opinion, I think it's Out of Love. Like, yes. I think everything about that song is like really good.
So good,
I like
dude.
the chorus, or like the pre-chorus at the beginning of the song. You know, it's like slow, like it's my love, it's your love, it's our love, and I like, and then like after he hits it with the and she don't really care, because he just pops off. Like everybody wants the same thing. New chain, new car, in the same ring. It's like, holy crap, dude! Like he just goes mad. And
it fits with his voice too. His voice, I don't get why people don't like it. His voice fits his style so fucking perfectly, and it shows especially in that song that you just mentioned. Just when he suddenly kicks into high gear, which he rarely does, it just fucking connects everything so perfectly, dude.
Yeah, and that song for me is like one of the like big songs out of the album. I think that's the one that shows him as like an artist the most, when he's like not just doing his normal style. You know, he, like I said, he starts off the slow singing, and this song is like is about like the relationship breakup thing, which is something that he makes consistently. And in that, he starts off slow and then just pops off, back with the good chorus though, and continues to pop off again. It's like, oh man, I absolutely love that song. And it's hard to say too, because like I really do love the song that he did with Polo G and Lil Durk. I fucking love that song. But even aside that, like I have to say, like Out of Love is just like one of the best songs.
Yeah, when I first heard that song on the last one, I was like, I wonder what this song is about, Out of Love. And then it starts off slow. I was like, all right, slow Tekka, I'm down with this. And then he just pops off. And I'm like, I stopped for a minute. I was like, I gotta repeat this. Hold up, this shit is hitting so good, dude. It's been on repeat all week for me. Like, ever since I've heard it, it's been on repeat. It is the best song. I think what it hits a lot for me is like, you can just, it's literally just about fucking fake friends and like wanting to, stay with the fucking group that you came up with and that made you better and wanted to get better with you, like the honest kind of group. Not like the fake friends and shit. And like once I started hearing those bars, I was like, "Fuck, man, it's so it hits too close."
Those boys that were there before the fame.
Yeah. The ones that will always support you no matter what. That was like, shit, dude, that's so good. And just the flow and the bars were on point. Going from fast to slow, and even if you wanted to go back to slow, it was able to go right back to fast just as easily. And that was like really good.
God, yeah, we love you, Tekka.
I really do. I really do like that. He's like a very like confident kind of person. Enough to repeatedly always talk about like I'm popping off. I got money. I got chains. It's like, and it's like you're fucking like fake loving me, trying to get close to me because now I'm fucking popping, and it's like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, you are popping, bro. Fucking talk your shit.
Get your bag.
Other highlights of the album for sure. Definitely the song with Polo G and Dirk. The song with Lil Uzi Vert, which I think is probably like the most popular.
Yeah.
Listed.
That's just because,
Actually,
regardless, it would
check.
have been most popular just because of Lil Uzi.
It
Vert,
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
I definitely liked.
But God, man,
Yeah, I definitely also really liked Foreign on the album with Nav.
I
That
fucking
one-
love Foreign, dude.
Dude, he was so good. It was so
yeah,
good.
I love Foreign. I just like the whole album, dude.
yeah, there's some of
Yeah.
these songs, but like I said, there was just a
There's-
couple that get stuck in my head constantly, and surprisingly,
dude,
they
I
aren't the
was-
ones that are the best ones in the album. Because I'll admit,
Yeah,
fucking like Out of Love, best song, fucking the one with Polo G, When You Down, great. But I don't know what it is, man. But as you said before, it's just chemistry, and I don't even remember the name of the song, but whatever one it was just Go Best Friend. Those choruses are like in my head the entire time.
Ugh.
I was working today. There was
Yeah.
no music, and I was just hearing those choruses nonstop in my head while I was working.
Yeah.
I have
This
a very
really
similar
had,
problem with the other specific song.
yeah.
Desmond was over, and all I kept hearing me was repeat.
Fucking, this dude is repeating Hooligan on fucking repeat. This
On
dude
in my mind.
every 5 minutes, literally Hooligan fucking lyric every fucking 5 minutes. Not even
I
fucking
love that
kidding.
song. I'm sorry,
This
is
dude
a little-
also this
little
dude went
podcast.
fucking this dude went batshit crazy once fucking Gouda came on, and he's like, "Yo, Gouda has a subscription. Let me in." Fucking let me in like 30 fucking like out of nowhere. All I see him is on his phone. Let me in like hell loud out of fucking nowhere.
We simp to
Going-
VTubers here, lads.
That was
Another
fucking
great
though.
song in the Lil Tech album is Our Time. The first one we initially heard from the intro.
Yeah, that was
Our
super
Time
good.
is fucking so good too, dude.
Dude, I wish it was only like a little bit longer, cause fuck, man.
Me too.
When I only saw that it was like a minute 38, I was like, fuck, man, I want this to keep going.
That's actually my
So good.
biggest
Yeah.
criticism of this artist is that he doesn't tend to have long songs. No, some of them are pretty
Yeah,
short.
they're really short, dude.
And that's my biggest issue with Tekka is that I want to see
And he
him
has songs that
have
like
longer
bop too. So
songs.
when you have like songs that bop and are short, it's like fuck, man.
Yeah.
It makes you crave more. I think that's like also just like I think those are like
It's
freestyles,
definitely
you
a
know?
trade-off. It's definitely
I'm
good
really
and bad,
fucked up.
but
Really
I
fucked
feel like
up.
some of the
Really
songs that are like
fucked up.
super short on this album are just like straight up just like freestyles. And he's like, yeah, I fuck with these. Like the one with Skrillex, I was like, why is the song so fucking short? And then it's just like it just sounds like a freestyle to me.
fucking Skrillex.
He was
Dude.
just
That
like-
was also a good song. Selection.
That was also a super good
Yeah,
song.
selection, yeah. With your boy DJ Scheme.
But fuck, yeah, just I don't know what else to say about Tekka, man. Just shit's he's good. I don't like the hate that he gets because he's fucking good.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Like I think I mean there could be like something said, you know, that like maybe he's maybe for some people he's a little too linear, like a little too like repetitive in his sound, but I think the sound that he goes for is specifically always trying to be like, you know, someone that has like repeatable music. I think like Chris Brown is like a good example. It's like he always has like these like songs that come out that are like fucking bops of like a month, and but in this sense I think like a lot of his music is just like that for Lil Tecca. I think like he just has really upbeat, really hype ass music, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind if he like switched his style up too, because I think what makes him good to me is he's super fluid, just lyrically and musically. He's super. He can go from, like I said, slow to fast or fast to slow, and it'll work no matter what, because his voice complements a lot.
Yeah,
of
he
the
takes a
beats.
lot of inspiration from Juice World.
Yeah.
The almost the exact same style as he said. He likes to just freestyle with like random words. He'll even like make words that don't make sense rhyme with each other just because it sounds good. He
Yeah.
admitted that when he made Ransom because I forgot what line he said specifically, but he in the God, what is the YouTube channel called that that shows like the lyrics of the songs?
The
Genius?
Genius.
Yeah, Genius. He was talking about it in Genius, where he was like, he had like 2 bars that made like literally 0 sense. If you just read them, but he was just like they just sounded good.
That's fair.
But like I
And
said,
he's
that's
like,
what fits his style though, because him, like, there were people who fit underneath that Juice style, and it quickly is like it's the Kid Leroy and Tekka. They fit in that style, and they do it well. They do it really well.
Yeah, I fully agree too.
I think he's willing to take more risk than a lot of other rappers and artists when it comes to his kind of style and sound.
I do
Especially
want to
with
see
his
him
lyrics.
experiment, like you said, Des. I do want to see him
Yeah.
just like, because one thing that like
I'd take an album of him trying to experiment.
yeah, like experiments
Yeah.
always good. Like, even if it fails, because like the baby's experiments haven't been the most successful, but it's
Oh,
good
yeah.
that he's trying, and that's what it should be for artists.
Well,
Even if
sorry,
you don't
it took
think it's
him-
gonna pop, you should definitely always try, because you legit
I
never
think
know.
I want to reiterate on that. I think the experiment turned into a success. It just took a minute to pop off. Just because like it was nobody liked it. Like like I said, it was experiment. But then like people started like really listening to the songs more. Because you come off the hype of like fucking Bob and the whole album, and it's just like this isn't what I was expecting. But then like um and then it turned into a success in my opinion because now it's just played everywhere. Like a lot of
Yeah,
people
I
know
also
about it.
agree with that. I
Yeah.
think over time it definitely showed to be a lot more.
But I think with like Lil Tecca's experiment, the reason why I want to see it is because he showed already a little bit of it in this album, and I think he's actually going to be really good at it because he can. This is a craft he can perfect because he's already almost pretty much, I would say, perfected this upbeat lifting kind of style because it's been pretty consistent over the last like 3 albums now. So
It's
that's
fucking
just
good.
my opinion. It's fucking great.
Would you guys like to
Uh,
give your ratings on the album as a whole?
Yeah, Des, you go
I'm definitely
first.
giving it like a 8 out of 10 for yeah, definitely an 8 out of 10 because it's super fucking well made. I would definitely like really re-listen to it. The only reason why I don't give it a 10 is because some of the songs are just too short, man. I want more than what I
Yeah.
wanted in some of these songs. But the album is fantastic. You should definitely give it a listen. It's super replayable, has so much replayability that even from his last albums. And if you mix, I think if you're a Lil Tecca fan, 10 out of 10, 100%.
All right.
I also agree with Desmond. My rating's an 8 out of 10, and not for. I know we all just like positively came in on this album, like, and we're like, fuck, man, great ass album, great ass artist. But there is still something more I crave from Tekka as like an artist, and that's just I do want to like, as much as I love his music, I can repeat a lot of his songs multiple times. Like Desmond said, I'm just repeating a lot of what he said, but there's so much replay value in this album and in Lil Tecca as an artist. But like, I feel like there needs to just be more of him doing different things. I think that's why the experiment sounds nice. Like, if we can imagine just freestyling, and doing like trying to like fast rap kind of stuff, doing more of that, things that are different would show like his diversity an artist, and he doesn't even need to. If he released like a 3rd album of him experimenting and it wasn't that great, and then did a 4th album that was him doing his normal stuff, I would still love it just about the same. But in total, I think he's a great artist. I think it's just a little too new for me to give him like a 10 out of 10. There's not a lot of his music that exists right now for me to warrant that yet, and a lot of like different stuff that I can base it off of. Because so far he's very linear in what his style is, and he's great at it. But in total, like I said, yeah, I think 8 out of 10 is like a very solid for this album.
I also agree in 8 out of 10, but with bother, so really good. I fucking love Tekka, dude. I'll fucking hear Tekka any day of the week. But
Yeah, exactly.
it's just, for me in particular, it's really hard for me to give an actual 10 on the album. Like, I fucking going back to our first episode, the Jaden Smith album, I love the shit out of that album. I fucking wanted to give it a 10, but I still just couldn't do it. Just
Yeah.
with this album, man, there's just like I said, I want the songs to be longer. The songs are so good, they need to be longer though. And then it's just, although I did like most of the album, like, I fucking love, like, I want to say 80%, 90% of the album, but just there are just songs on there that aren't perfect. So again, I can't make it a 9. Just
Yeah.
overall though, like, if you're one of those people, man, that can't hear him because of his voice, man, I just don't get it, dude. I fucking love his voice. I love his style. I love his shit. Fucking hear Lil Tecca. Hear this new album. Hear his old shit. Fucking, we love you, Tecca, man.
We love you, Taka. Give the artist a chance. Let it give him some fame, man. He deserves it. For someone who just came out like out of the rails like 2018, 2019 technically, because it's all that album that came out. Like, this, he deserves it. He's been working hard with his stuff, and he's been making a lot of good music.
Yeah.
One thing I will say in reference to just how we vote and how we rate the albums, because I've been getting a little bit more stricter with mine, with me now realizing it. There, if you all wanted like a good example of what I would consider like a 10 out of 10 album, would be something like Childish Gambino's last album. And I personally did not like every song in the album. And I still think it's a 10 out of 10 because I think Childish Gambino, or Donald Glover, however you portray him, as an artist, he does so much diverse types of music. It's fucking insane. He has hit almost like every type of like rap that you can think of. Like, there's a lot of subgenres I touch up on. Like, I don't think he's done much to my knowledge. But in general, like the amount of diversified like rap he's done, like from old to new style, it's fucking insane. And I would consider like his last album to be like a 10 out of 10 because it shows that and then some.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like Childish Gambino from just like his older stuff, like the God, what is that one song called?
Okay. I think we should just quickly also, me and Des, say just what we would say 10 out of 10 album is. Me specifically,
Yeah, go ahead. Well,
a 10 out of 10 album that I could think of semi-recent times that was for me. Because I rate things off of not just sounding good if it's a 10 out of 10. And it's the Kendrick Lamar album, the last one that he made. Not the Black Panther one, but his last like actual him album. Because I think storytelling is important. I think message is important on top of like flow and everything else. And because of that, that's why that was the last album of recent times that really hit 10/10. Another one would be J. Cole's COD. That's another album that's 10/10 for me. Really strong message, really strong flow patterns, really consistent through the entire album. That's what I need for an album to be a 10.
Young Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Honestly, I think it was the hotline number for Joyner Lucas.
Fuck.
Yeah. The only reason why I say that is because that one actually had like, for some of the songs, I didn't like every song on the album, but there were like a couple of them where the storytelling and just like the flow of the song matched so well, and he did it perfectly where you can understand everything. He still raps fast, and even visually you can still understand everything. I think another one for me is also just Juice WRLD's 2019 album. I think it was a Death Race for Love.
Yeah,
Death Race for Love. I also didn't like a lot. I started listening to more, but there were actually like some songs on there where I kind of just overlooked. And he plays a lot his style of like the sad boy kind of music, but it also tells like from his perspective, and not just from his perspective, but from many people's other perspective around him. And like he's always going, but the whole thing was I could always make myself better in the way, but I'm also not gonna like acknowledge. I'm also gonna acknowledge that I also made mistakes. And
yeah,
so,
good rapper songs always come with like, or good rap music always comes when the artist has some form of like some good amount of substance, when they're speaking their minds and when they're telling us like stories. That's when rap music like truly becomes like great.
Like fucking NF's most recent album. That's another one. That's
Yeah.
fucking 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just that dude that hits so well. Yeah, like a lot of these albums, it's honestly, if the person who's going in on the song, it's literally just about them being genuine,
Very
and being true to
emotion.
themselves. Yeah, and like a lot of the times you get kind of like the same thing where it's like, oh yeah, it's ass and tits and beer, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
that's
true
not the-
that
that's
any
not the-
rapper can make a song with that. Rap,
Yeah,
money,
it's
bitches.
cool.
But when you start delving into like your lives, your past life when you're young, like what
The
happened,
community and
your
everything like
story.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like that shit is what we live and die by.
Yeah, because it's not just including yourself anymore; it's including your friends, community, anybody who is in your past life. That shit will always just be relatable, and you always want to listen to it because it could get you through a hard time, it can get you through a tough time. Even if you're in a good, having a really good time, it's always just good to look back on that, and be like, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
true
for
fucking song
sure.
right there.
And just for notices, 3005 was the song that I was thinking of for Childish Gambino. I think that's like besides that and Redbone, that was like the one like other song he was like that he like goes off on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
The video's crazy too. The video
the
topic
video's
is so
great.
good.
Yeah, I think visually I saw the videos, but yeah, I think that pretty much sums up about the Lil Tecca album, plus with like some other of our personal things, like with our 10 out of how we rate a 10 album.
Yeah.
That being
So
said,
now we're gonna
we're
also going to be moving on to some of the top trending songs of the week. We have 3 songs this week. We have Polo G Epidemic, which was released a couple of days ago. We had Rod Wave's Rags to Riches official music video featuring Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
And then me and Mario found a new song today. Mario found a new song, showed me it today. We're going to react to Riggs reacting because this song was pretty fucking good. And it features a long-time artist that we've been waiting. Yeah,
Hopsin!
we've been waiting. We waited a fucking minute, dude. Hopsin's coming back. Hopsin is a
did
rapper that took a
Did I
hiatus.
talk about it on the last podcast? How I was like really want Hopsin to come back.
Yeah,
or was it
we all
like,
did.
off-
We all did. We really all want
Yeah.
Hopsin to come back.
And dude,
Hopsin came
Riggs,
back.
you're gonna fucking love it.
Dude.
It's canny. It's funny. It's just good. It's
Dude, that's
good
what-
feeling.
Just really fast. What I want from Hobson's verse, and what I always want from Hobson in general is, I want one of two things. If it's not like a really pure emotion, if it's not that, I want his fucking fast, funny rap, dude. He fucking pops off with saying like, dude, I'm fucking jerking off to these bitches, fucking, dude, I fucking want this fucking show off, funny Hobson, dude.
Yeah.
Desmond, have you listened to Epidemic?
I have, yeah. I put it in a
Okay, yeah.
playlist.
Yeah, you did. I haven't heard that.
I didn't even
of him.
know.
Hell yeah, I did. I hopped
you're
on it as
just-
soon as I saw it.
He's
dude.
just the Polo G fanboy, dude.
I am a fucking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the biggest fucking Polo G fanboy right now.
Oh, for sure. You're definitely the biggest apology.
Me and my coworker have been like hard on the fucking train for Polo G. Literally, our trip to the beach was literally 90% of listening to Polo G's albums. It was pretty.
Oh, dude, you gotta hop in here.
Yeah, I bet. I'm in.
Let me show it. Okay, it should be on screen now. Yeah.
Wait, you are in.
So put the name in the messenger, so I can put in the title.
I don't have Facebook open. Are you able to do that? As
Yeah, I got you.
you can just put Polo G Epidemic.
Yeah, but your brother don't know how to spell.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Epidemic.
Come
Come on, man.
High school, man. Come on.
Why you putting me into this? I know how to spell Epidemic.
No, I never knew how to spell. I've never been a good speller.
I never knew how to spell.
I just
Oh,
that's
you
it. I'm good at math. I know history. I was really good at science. I
Fuck.
had
Yeah, one kid that's
shit.
good at everything but your own.
I
fucking
just was
language.
not good at spelling, and my handwriting looks like shit. Those are my two issues.
Alright, is it playing for you, T-Riggs, or is it paused?
Yeah, it's paused. I probably spelled it wrong, but there we go, boys.
It's a very good song. I haven't seen the video though.
Oh, it's so good.
Taj Money.
That Taj Money, bro. Hey,
I want his
let's go follow.
glasses, man.
I'm so sick of farewells and RIP.
That the Gucci?
Yelling gang, gang, mob ties, what I bleed. Don't claim to be a op, cause niggas die from that disease. He gon' let that 9 blow with ease. Can I speak my mind? Can I breathe? I know she might cry if I leave. I've been fooled by liars and thieves. I out my rollie, but I know time cannot freeze. Once you get my pussy up, it's over with. Miss who you used to be, cause that's who I was closer with. I'm in my bag now, I act like I don't know the bitch. Before I knew what platinum was trying to go on his. Well, if he act like he bout it, then put him on the list. You better pick out a casket, cause they going quick. They gassed him up, not tears shedding when they post his pic. I know about some fluky shit, I heard he died on the lick. My whole squad's going, bitch, we don't do no assist. Potential wasted, couldn't stay in his lane, he ain't know his niche. Might catch him at the red light, trying to load his blick. Every day a gamble with your life, all we know is risk. From the windy city where you bound to see the coldest shit. I'm so sick of farewells and RIP. In the trenches yelling gang, gang, mob ties.
Damn, follow Jack, dude.
Claim to be a op, cause niggas
Yeah.
die from that disease.
He can kick my ass. Shit.
Can I speak my mind? Can I breathe? I know she might cry if I leave. I've been fooled by liars and thieves.
What a good hook,
I
man.
out my rollie, but I know time cannot freeze. Switches on them glizzies get to blowing like it's for me. Promise to my son that the streets won't get no more of me. Remember every
I
line
want his
from that
hat.
obituary poetry. See they peep I'm balling out.
Yeah,
just
man,
go
you
back
wanna
to ignore
drop
me.
2K for the
Always
hat?
gotta smash at least the beats when they reward me. Lord, I'm trying to take it easy on them, but they forcing me.
I really like the beat of
Person
this
in
song.
that boy
So
won't say
good.
no shit he been saying. Pop shit like Taliban, loading up them sticks in a van. You know it's fuck the other side, cause my niggas gone. Always been fuck the other side, we don't get along. If we bump heads like Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. Ain't for the head, that chopper spray, we get them gone. Independent, her hair down.
That was a
and she
cool
feeling
scene.
grown. Trying to correct her
Oh, there's
flaws,
the
she
ass.
filled with silicone. And she ain't all innocent, she did a nigga wrong. I got a playlist for your heart, girl, pick a song. I'm so sick of farewells and RIP. In the trenches yelling gang, gang, mob ties, what I bleed. Don't claim to be a op, cause niggas die from that disease. He gon' let that 9 blow with ease. Can I speak my mind? Can I breathe? I know she might cry if I leave. I've been fooled by liars and thieves. I out my rollie, but I know time cannot freeze.
Time thing.
Ooh.
Dude,
So good.
I really love that chorus, man.
That
was
That
good,
hook
yeah.
is so good.
So
I'd
good.
sell my rollie because I know time can't freeze. Oh, it's just
Yeah. So
That's good.
fire.
Polo G
think
just once again
Yeah.
showing that he's a very good and strong lyrical rapper. The
Yeah,
video,
I think the video makes it better only because of the fact that he's just literally with his fucking friends and just like fucking just having a good time.
And that fat.
I think it's a
ass.
little weird with how the lyrics to the song to the video, because it sounds a lot more. It has like a lot more deeper meaning to it, but he's all kind of like
Yeah.
he's just vibing. But
Yeah.
I do like the beach setting. I think that's like the best thing to put. Unlike the Kid Leroy song where he did like like the little high school like fit thing.
Yeah,
It's
that
probably
shit
like
makes sense,
The
bro.
best way to do it, like it's just like hanging out with his friends playing basketball. It's
Discussing
very
the old times.
yeah. It's like I already like the song. The video I made me like it a little bit much better. Polo G's just a good artist as a whole.
He is. I give the song a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I like the hook a lot. It's probably gonna be another repeat song for me. I really like that hook.
I'd say it's about like 6 or 7 for sure for me. I like the song.
Yeah.
I think Polo G is definitely an artist that you can't just ignore.
Yeah. Alright, so the next song that we have on our list is Rod Wave, Rags to Riches 2, featuring Lil Baby.
Two?
So we already heard.
Yeah, two of those.
Yeah, this is his second variation with Lil Baby.
So
If you haven't heard Rags to Riches, it's literally like one of the hottest songs right now for Rod Wave.
I have
Literally,
yeah, it's like I think it's the
Fucking
top 5, right?
everywhere, dude. Yeah, it's like literally. I think it's like his #1 song right now. Isn't
I
it?
don't really hear Rod
Oh,
Wave.
fucking I know what Riggs is expecting, and I think we should all be expecting the same. Rod Rave only does rap about one thing, and it is about having nothing in life. So,
Dude,
let's spin that wheel again,
I was
boys.
sleeping on the cot, dude, at my brother's fucking floor. Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Using my
Oh, the
brother's
Motorola!
bank account.
The old school Motorola.
Oh wait, is it play?
Yeah, I was playing.
Oh, whoops.
Not for me.
It wasn't supposed to
Oh, I
play.
was. Hits fucking was on stream.
Oh shit.
Okay.
We're
Not playing
restarting
anymore,
it.
right?
Nah, I paused.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
paused.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on with this. Yeah. I have not seen this at all either. So.
I don't even know the original song. But
I've seen like half. of
I'm
it.
pretty
I
sure I
think
know
There's a
half
part
the
where you-
lyrics.
All right, Rod Wave. Let's talk you shit on yourself, I guess.
Nobody can talk shit on me if I talk shit on me.
Fuck is Lil Baby doing?
Dude, he's just
Why is that the
violent,
thing that
man.
Lil Baby choosing to do? Looks like a fucking mental patient, dude.
Wow, okay.
Ah, the beat's
Okay, I like
so
the beat.
good.
I like the beat, yeah. What the fuck is he saying? Is he singing? Oh, he's doing the Juice WRLD thing.
The Motorola, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I like the way he said that. Luxury.
I know. I think it's fucking funny, but what is?
That type of shit don't.
Oh, that was nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to learn these fucking. Dude, I could be a pro
Damn!
rapper, man. I can do this shit.
That's all you need to do.
Lil Baby just slamming more money on it.
I actually like Lil Baby's voice a lot. Well, his auto tune, but yeah.
Okay.
Get you some millions, my lifestyle is vicious. These hoes ain't gon' miss you. They fuck on your partner, act like they forgot you. That shit how you sick. My girl, she the realest. I know how to pick 'em. I know what I did. I need you to back with me. I know she get ugly, but that's why you pretty. And pushing her Bentley, my kind of stink. I put up no millions. I never go broke. I'm a god in my hood.
Wait, he's
I give
popping,
everyone
dude,
hope.
actually.
Can't remember a time when my
He
answer
is.
was nope. I remember the times I had nowhere to go. Down to my lowest, I turned to a poet. I'm pouring my heart out. I bought my little boy house. I
Shit, man.
I never try show out. I'm never
Dude, calm down, Lil Baby.
every time that I turn
Take a
around,
breath, dude.
once they welcome his daddy, ain't no getting back. I was giving my all, not asking for it back. I had blue hearts at first, I had to turn them black.
Rags to riches. Rags to riches.
Okay.
Rags to riches. Rags to riches. Rags to rags to riches. Rags to
This looks weird.
rags to riches.
It's like he's watching the man jerk off, dude.
Oh, they just harmonized it. Look at him go.
Rags to riches.
I like the transition. That was cool.
Rags to riches. 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 Rags to riches.
That actually sounds so good.
I
I like
did
the way
know.
he serenades at the end of that. At the end of that.
Yeah.
I did, in fact, know half the lyrics.
Holy shit! It's just this. It's just this chorus. Let's go!
Part 2, man.
We did it! Dude, Lil Baby having fun. They're having fun, dude.
Yeah, they're just having a.
Dude, Lil Baby
great
was the
time.
song for me. Like, no joke, dude. I fucking.
Lil Baby was the whole song.
But yeah, Lil Baby literally just fucking popped out.
I actually think he's
I think
so good. Ever since I fucking what was it? It's like I'm gonna quickly look for it in
Oh,
our
dude,
Spotify list.
Lil Baby's been like signing rappers left and right.
He's been in so much shit, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. he's literally signed so many rappers, and the rappers are just featuring him on the songs because they're part of the label now. So literally,
I actually,
he's just getting a group of rappers that are just being friends.
I'm not gonna lie, for a song that is like 60% chorus, this is actually a pretty good one. Like the chorus is pretty good.
This should be added to
I
the
can
playlist.
just-
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, I can see myself just repeating that. The rags to riches, rags to riches.
Yeah, literally, that song got like 30 million views within like the first 2 weeks of its release.
This is a good song.
insane.
Even like the Rod Wave part, it was a little more. It was a little less what I was expecting from him because I kind of did expect him more to touch up on the the I had nothing in my past life kind of stuff. And
Well,
he
that's
didn't
what
go
the
on for
rags to
too long.
riches is.
Well,
literally,
I know that. Yeah, I know that. But like,
Yeah,
I
this is like
expected him to elaborate it longer on it more.
But yeah, I just found it in my playlist. Ever since these two Lil Baby songs that he was a part of, these two songs put me on to him that made me sure that I kept up, and that's the Drip Too Hard and The Bigger Picture. The Bigger Picture, man, fucking. If you haven't heard it from Lil Baby, go hear it. Drip Too Hard is just a good song because it's catchy, but The Bigger Picture, you look at Lil Baby and you think he's just this guy that's just is in it for the fun, even from the name and shit. But then you hear a song like The Bigger Picture, and you're like, nah, like this guy's in it, dude. Like he's in this rap life. Like this is his life.
Yeah. I think like the thing that made the song a lot better is it was literally the first part of the song. That's all the same, but it's just more of like a better audio and higher quality and cleaner. And then like the last part, he just split the song up where he just inserted fucking Lil Baby's verse in there. And fucking Lil Baby just went off. Because his original one was literally just the first part and then like the last half part.
So it was 80% rags to riches without Lil Baby.
Yeah, literally. That's what it was. That song blew up though.
Part 2's pretty good.
Yeah, part 2 was fucking insane.
Part 1 no longer exists.
Yeah, I heard I heard a split second of the Lil Baby verse, like 10 seconds max of Lil Baby's verse, and I stopped because I was like, I don't know. I'll see how this goes. I'll wait for it for the podcast. And it was pretty much worth the wait because holy shit, Lil Baby fucking popped off.
He went off, dude. Lil Baby, man, he's a boy.
And then like the transition from Lil Baby to him like just chorusing was fucking great.
Oh yeah, I'm
with
just
the
hearing
acapella.
the first line. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 2 is pretty great.
Literally, it went from a really really good song to a fucking this is just great.
Yeah, I song. That is a crispy, another crispy 7 out of 10 for me.
I'm also giving it. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Literally, Lil Baby just fucking made that 10 times better.
Yeah, Lil Baby did carry that whole song.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think it was pretty good. I expect myself to listen to it a couple more times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 8 also.
Yeah. All right. So we all in agreement for. Yeah. So now we have the next song, which is Cash, the Future Kings featuring Hopsin. The man himself has come back from Thailand.
Can you put it in the Facebook?
I am very strongly in agreement to breaking this video down a little bit more after I watched it the first time.
I am also.
There's a lot to.
I'm probably gonna agree.
There's a lot to take in from this video that isn't just the Hopsin. This group, the Future Kings, is something I want to talk about because there's some here that
I'm gonna give some backstory for this after we finish, and explain who these people are.
All right, let's go. Let me go down. Start in the deposits.
It's playing, by the way.
It's not playing for me. Okay, is it reminded for you now?
I think so.
There it goes. Yeah, pause.
paused.
Wait, is it still playing?
No, it's paused. No.
Okay, so now we'll go.
I don't know who this guy is, by the way. Those dance moves, though, dude. Is he actually back from Thailand though? Ooh.
I've been on one for a minute, cause that's how I did it. I just stayed about the business. Running the game independent. I ain't been playing these extra shoes that you were fitting. Yeah, pull up in that jag, couple hundred on the dash.
Woo.
Niggas out here sad. I've been getting to them bands. You look like a damn gopher. Show me around like a damn chauffeur. Like a damn toaster. You ain't gotta worry about me, sweetheart. Shorty wanna catch my balls like a damn gopher.
These guys fucking fit with Hobson style already. I like it.
Like a mini mart. Throw that. Throw that.
Throw that, yeah.
Chick, throw that. Throw that. Chick, throw that. Hey. Splash. And your bitch like a river. Hundreds for breakfast, got ones in my liver. I somebody that made these.
Oh, this guy's got the best voice so far.
These little niggas can't enter cash. This a ballin' like sinners. Money on deck, keep a bag in the sprinter. Gang on my dress, I'm a true representer. I whip out that glizzy, I call them tormentor. I'm gone. Niggas be playing they role, but let's don't fake on these phones. I'm killing her bones. She
Ooh, the Chris Brown moves, dude.
say how it go. My case is gon' blow. If you get to talk about smoke, we bleed in the spot like a bone. On top of the throne, I stay with the cash like a loan. I stay with the cash like a roll. Let's go. And this little
I'm fucking with it though. I'm fucking with it though.
Yeah, dude, this shit's fire.
All you hoes wanna come see me in my
Ooh.
crib, but you know you can't shop. And you know it's Lil Jacket. If you wanna fuck
Lil
with me,
Jacket?
be right at the hell no.
Little jacket, bro.
That shit cooked, that's big, that's dead, that's fine. Couple years ago down bad, what you gonna do for the M-O-N-E-Y?
Hey, let's go.
That's actually so fire though. What the fuck? Oh, this the
Get ready,
boy.
get ready. Get ready.
Yo, you're cool.
You're gonna fucking
boy.
lose it.
Good God, what a surprise. Niggas like, what the hell he got stuck in his eyes, you know? Maybe I should get a little soul disguise. It doesn't matter because I'm one of a kind. I don't have to do what y'all do with all due respect. I bar dues to death, it's all true. Back when I left the volume, my balls grew. Now my words keep me a stressful lawsuit. That's all everybody want from me. It's okay, got loads of cheese. This whole game's eye-opening. It won't phase my dopamine. Note to me. They ride waves trying to get their boat to weave. But you crazy, better get on both your knees. I'm self-made and well-paid. The hell raise and making your reality a bogus dream. Nigga.
Let's go, dude.
Let's do this. Oh! Put this song in the
We
fucking
fucking
playlist,
did.
boys.
And our is
Wait, I think. Have I seen that little boy before? Let me get that one right there, man.
Bro, I'm sending it to you.
that was me.
Body just be killing me.
You know you're the fucked up, right? Uh-huh.
Fucking play that shit back, DJ. Play that shit back.
Okay.
Let's fucking go,
so-
man.
Before we
let me- so-
instantly replay the song again.
Alright, so
I'm gonna let
background to
Devin
to who these people are, Riggs. You've seen them before.
Have
They
I?
were in the Bop music video. The first 5 people dancing.
Were
to the-
they?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
them. This is
I-
literally
I-
them.
he had to
They're,
show me this,
they're
yeah.
a dance group, but they also make music. And this was their latest song that came out like 6 days ago when Mario showed me today. They came out 6 days ago. So this is new.
Ooh.
So this is really recent. So Hobson is back from Thailand. So yeah,
Dude.
because they are based in I think they're based in LA or New York. It's one of those two.
It's fucking
yeah.
good, man. He's no longer up there with the Elefantes, man.
Dude, I don't know if you caught on to it, but when he opened the door and he was doing the movement
Yes.
thing,
Yeah, yeah.
that King Vader does in his songs.
Yeah, yeah.
He was following the movement.
Good God.
Yeah, dude. It's trust me.
Uh,
I caught on to that shit. I caught everything. I caught them jumping him into the gang. I caught
Dude,
everything.
the group works so well together.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way they flow into each other is fucking insane. And the
And then-
bars on the third guy were incredible.
good.
That was the one that was spitting fast with the one
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I like this voice.
He had the best
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah,
dude.
dude. So we running it back.
Yeah, let's
running
can-
it back one more
Can
time.
we run it back
One
like 3
last
more
ride,
times?
boys.
I'm gonna
It's
hear this
such
the
a good
moment
song,
podcast
dude.
is over. By the way, just everybody,
Yeah.
just everybody
Hell
knows.
yeah, I am.
I'm gonna blast in my ear, max volume. I'm gonna fucking learn all these dance moves. Just wait.
What's good?
Let's fucking go, dude.
Ah, man, I'm fucking happy.
Dude, I fuck with this shit so much.
Fucking boy, smile, man.
I like that little run. That...
Woo!
You look like a damn gopher. Shorty wanna ride like a damn chauffeur. Got the bread like a damn toaster. You ain't gotta worry about me, sweetheart. Shorty
Fucking-
wanna touch my balls like a damn golf cart. Probably cause I ball like a damn all-star. Got her legs open all night like a mini mart. Throw that. Throw that.
The fucking
bars.
smiles
The
they
bars.
make, man. The fucking smiles.
Hey, splash, and your bitch like a river. Hundreds for breakfast, got ones in my liver. I told my name, made these little niggas quiver. When gang could just spot these little niggas can't enter.
Woo!
Dude, that's like that Denzel Curry, man.
Yeah, man. The one you don't forget about.
Oh
That
my
dance
god.
move's so clean, dude.
Good.
They're a dance group!
Ah, this
I
guy's
really like this
surprisingly
part so
good.
much.
Little jacket!
All you hoes wanna come see me in my
The style, dude. That's the Tyler the Creator
Quiet Kid starts
style.
rapping.
fuck on me, you gotta be right at the hell no, I ain't going
When the Quiet Kid starts rapping.
That's big, that's dead, that's foul. Couple years ago down bad. What you gonna do for the M-O-N-E-Y?
It's so good.
Rolling up to people's houses.
That's our boy!
Good guy.
Woo!
Surprise. Niggas like, what the hell he got stuck in his eyes? You know? So disguise. Honestly, does it matter because I'm one of a kind? I don't have to do what y'all
I love
do.
that his is purple, by the way.
Reduce the death, it's all true. Yep. Back when I left the volume, my balls grew. Now my words keep me a stressful life.
He's naked there, I know for sure.
Everybody want from me. It's okay, got loads of cheese. This whole game's eye-opening. It won't
Dude, he's moving so well with them too. Actually
Yes.
perfect.
you crazy. Better get them both. You need them self-made and well-paid. The hell raised and making your reality a bogus dream. Nigga.
Woo!
That fucking little kid, man.
What's good, man?
That little kid getting down in it, dude.
Loki got the drip,
Hey,
dude.
give me that one over there. Dude, he sent that kid like 10 grand.
It was
He's got like
38K.
38,000. It's 38,000, dude. You got racks.
Ah. Ah,
So
what a good song.
It's
I'm
so-
legit gonna put this full blast in my ears the moment we end podcast.
Out of context, fucking 9.5 out of 10 for me right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Super
nine-
agree. Big agree. Instant
Fucking
9.5.
9 out of 10, dude. Fucking 9.5, yeah. It's fucking great.
The song
dude.
is
so good.
fucking hype. This group
Hype.
knows zero things about them aside that they're the dance group that was in that one the previous song. I want to hear more of this shit, and I want to hear more of it now.
Yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
agree, man.
I want more.
Those were
dude.
fucking bars, dude.
Hot fire.
It all works
Great.
together, dude. There's so much synergy. The way they flow into each other, the way they introduce Hobson, and the way the Hobson, like, you know, he does his like funny type of rap where he's like explaining it. Oh my god, it's
Ah, dude.
So
Funny
good.
Hobson.
and you have
And
like
just-
different types of
and-
flows here.
and just the aspect of where the introduction for Hobson is literally just them. It's literally just King Vader vibes, dude. It's just I'm a fucking let's go. Fucking yeah, it's literally just like yo, they're getting in the fucking rhythm and then it just like goes off. I'm just like, yo, hold up. I just took in so much information within these first 10 seconds.
Yeah, I just like what he says. Like he like what Hobson says in like his
What the
verse,
hell
like,
is in his
it's
eye?
Like what a little yeah, and, like oh what a surprise.
Good guy, what a surprise. What's in those
Yeah.
eyes?
It's and you have so many
So
different
good.
flows here, so many different like the cadence of how they're delivered. It's like
So
all
good.
I'm
Good
gonna
song.
say, man, is that Hobson got recognized by Eminem for a fucking reason, boys.
Yeah. And it's just funny. It's just like this is like one of those songs where I didn't expect Hobson to be, because like these are all like poppin' dancers, hard into like deep into the part of rap and hip hop, and fucking Hobson just coming in can match their flow, and not just their flow, but also
He
their,
also has those Chris
lyrically.
Brown moves, man. He was popping
Yeah,
off.
bro, he got him, dude. He showed him. He was just like, yeah, just came in, had a fucking great time. I'm happy this fucking song came out.
I want to
Fuck,
believe, although I'm probably wrong, but I want to believe Hobson got the dance down like first try.
I
Yeah.
so good. Fucking 9.5.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I hope everybody that watching this will go check it out. It's a great song. It's definitely gonna be on our repeat for all of us. I agree on that.
Yeah. Fucking so good. All right.
But yeah, that was our last review for the podcast.
That
Nope.
is the end.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. Make sure you guys follow our social media at Desmond DeRay. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow One Trick Daddy at Twitter and on his Twitch. Just continue to watch his live streams when he goes lives. Streams a variety of games with not just himself, but also with friends, including me and Mario. You can also follow Mario at twitter.com at Scascarado. So make sure you guys give us a follow. Hit that follow button. You make sure you go. We'll go live today. We were a little late to the podcast game, but we got it done no matter what.
Yeah,
So make sure you
got
guys-
pushed back.
Yeah, but make sure you guys follow us for when we do officially go live. We'll let you guys know on Twitter. We always tweet out when we're going live. Thank you guys for showing up. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace.
Peace.